Orange County SC try and pick themselves up off the mat after defeat in the U.S. Open Cup at this ground, the Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California, on Wednesday night. As tonight, they're home in the USL Championship with Austin Bold. Chris Whittingham, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, and Kerry Bailey here for commentary of this one. And while they did go out in the Cup, Orange County SC, we can start to preview tonight's matchup, which, by the way, is presented by 5 Point. With a look at their attack, Orange County didn't start on the best of feet in this USL Championship season, but the efficiency and the goals have come a bit stronger of late.
Yeah, well, look at their conversion rate, 18%. That's pretty useful. They've got fantastic strikers, and they were a wonderful side last season, of course, Orange County, and they're slowly finding their feet this season as well.
And in the championship, now on 17 goals scored, but the improvement has also come in terms of conceding goals. We want to get to tonight's players to watch, and for Orange County SC, Kevin Alston has been a rock at right back, MLS experience, and he's our pro sport player to watch for Orange County.
Well, you mentioned the MLS experience, Orlando City and New England Revolution, and he even scores 1 goal in the 9 from a defensive position on that right-hand side. So critical player for Orange County, both in defense and attack.
And the 31-year-old will look to try and provide his leadership as Orange County recovers from their Open Cup defeat. Meanwhile, for Austin Bold, our player to watch is Andre Lima, who'll wear the jersey number 99. This is a Brazilian Serie A winner with both Sao Paulo and Fluminense, and he leads the line, has 2 goals and 5 starts for Austin Bold in the campaign.
Yeah, wonderful player. Yes, 34 years of age, at the twilight of his career perhaps, but you can see he's a big, solid man, wonderful background and skills. He even played in Germany for Hertha Berlin for a while, and a player to watch out for, and one that Orange County are going to have to be very careful of.
One of many experienced players in this squad for Austin Bold. They were our pro sport players to watch. Coming up next, we'll bring you starting lineups and first half kickoff. Orange County SC looking to recover from their Open Cup defeat to Orange County FC. Take on Austin Bold next.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday. Try New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
Give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that. Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Kevin Stott, the matchday referee, leading both teams out onto the field. Orange County taking on Austin Bold, the expansion side from Texas, making the trip out west for tonight's matchup in the USL Championship. Presented by 5 Point, which can now bring you tonight's starting 11. They are presented by Adidas. For Orange County, the young goalkeeper Aaron Cervantes deputizes in front of behind Alston, Hume, Leonardo, and Owusu Ansah. Midfield, it is a 5 that can also look like a 4-2-3-1. Aiden Quinn will play next to Liam Trotter. Jerry Van Wolfgang will play as the number 10. Darwin Jones on that right-hand side. Harry Forrester on the left. Michael Seaton up top for Austin Bold. Diego Restrepo returns in goal in for Juan David Ramirez. A back four of Sean McFarland, Amobia Kugo, Jermaine Taylor, and DeMar Phillips. As you have now a full look at the Orange County team: Callum Malice, Xavier Baez, Valeri Saramutin. And that is the midfield for Austin Bold. Up front, Jorge Troncoso, Andre Lima, and Sonny Guadarrama. And for Braden Cloutier's Orange County, this is the team, Gary.
Yes, it is, and Trotter will probably go to midfield. Number 4, Leonardo, will drop into defense, and as you mentioned, the changing goalkeepers, which is a big difference in the team when you bring in a young man with a wonderful potential, of course, but Patrick McLean, the more mature and generally the more reliable of the 2 goalkeepers.
Orange County have gone for 3 goalkeepers. Have started at least 2 matches. As Jerry Van Wolfgang looks to get us started, and he does indeed. Orange County SC suffering defeat in the U.S. Open Cup in midweek to Orange County FC on this ground. Now just a couple of days later, looking to continue their turnaround in form in USL Championship tonight, taking on an Austin Bold side who had a great week. Victory in the Open Cup against a fellow USL Championship side in Tulsa Roughnecks. Sonny Guadarrama and Andre Lima with the goals for Austin in their 2-0 victory in the Cup. A 2-1 victory as well at home against Oklahoma City Energy. Saramutin and Kleber with a penalty. Kleber was not in the team tonight, one of the key figures for Austin Bold. But as we can now bring you our keys to the match, they are presented by Kimco Staffing Services, changing lives one job at a time. Kimco, expect higher result. In terms of Orange County, we mentioned that goalkeeper for Austin, just 1 point away from home in their 4 matches to start their 2019 expansion season.
Yeah, Austin away from home has been very, very poor, and just the 1 goal in those 4 games as well. So if they got victory here today, that would be massive boost for Austin Bold. And for Orange County, as you mentioned, the 17-year-old Oren Cervantes in goal for Patrick McLean. And yeah, he's learning his trade slowly in the last 3 games that he's played. They lost 2 and drawn 1, and he'll need support from the older players who understand that as a young man you need to learn your trade. And he's got wonderful skills, and is a US U17 goalkeeper as well. So with a bit of support from his back 4 and a bit of confidence, hopefully we can see the best of young Oren Cervantes tonight.
An opportunity for Aaron Cervantes to make it into the under-17 World Cup squad for the U.S. as Andre Lima draws the foul for Austin Bold. Aiden Quinn in the center of the park a year ago with 12 goals and 15 assists. So not quite in the heights. Well, 3 goals and 2 assists is a decent start, but was given the opportunity to play a bit further forward in this midfield, and really he's comfortable in that number 8 position, dictating the play as the ball is played out to this left-hand side. Austin Bold coming in the games in USL Championship so far that have featured the fewest goals. Austin scoring the 3rd fewest goals in the league. They've also conceded the fewest goals in the Western Conference, only conceding 7, scoring 8. 15 goals involved in 9 matches as Seaton tries to interchange with Van Wolfgang. Might still fall here for the Dutchman, Jerry Van Wolfgang. As Quinn returns the favor. A bit of skill to avoid the defender. Now Kevin Alston will dig out the cross. And straight for Restrepo, the former USL goalkeeper of the year.
Yeah, Kevin Alston with that cross maybe could have pulled it away from the keeper. He's popped it right into the middle of the 6-yard box. He's done so well to get up that right-hand side, and if he could have just bent it away a little bit and give his forwards a chance there. But great to see him attacking down the right-hand side, and as we previewed him, he's a crucial player for Orange County when they're going forward.
Quite a physical tussle there for Callum Malice, who joins from LAFC. Major League Soccer. Players in their expansion side now playing in the championship here in Southern California. 29-year-old Scott running some steel in midfield. DeMar Phillips, the left back, looks to set up the set piece. It's up towards Lima. Well flicked on. Chest there from Guadarrama, who goes straight into Leonardo. And Kevin Alston, wearing the armband tonight, earns a free kick off of Guadarrama.
I was looking at this game and the experience of a number of these Austin Bold players. Sonny Guadarrama, they're 32 years of age, but he's one of 6 players over 30, I would hazard a guess, probably one of the oldest lineups in the USL Championship, Austin Bold. But what it says to me is they're finding players who, yeah, they might be towards the end of their career, but they want to win things. They're bringing experience. They're not here to blood youngsters. They're here to try and get in the playoffs. And with this amount of experience they've got and quality, I think there's every chance that Austin Bold will comfortably finish in the playoff places.
Despite being an expansion side under manager Marcelo Serrano, certainly a Brazilian influence through the team. Serrano himself coming from the South American nation, Andre Lima leading the line, the Brazilian, and as you mentioned, to build up the Brazilian Serie A winners. Nice poke there from Van Wolfgang. Seaton trying to return the favor on the back heel, or rather, that was Harry Forrester coming forward down that left-hand side, interchanging with the number 9. It was a lovely idea. Didn't quite come off in the form of a goal-scoring chance. He's now looking to break here. It's a lovely touch down that right-hand side from Sean McFarland, who beats Walker Hume for pace. Cutting it on his left-hand side. Deliveries in towards Mellis! Flashing across the face of goal. He hasn't scored a league goal since 2014 and nearly on the score sheet in the opening 5 minutes.
McFarland does absolutely brilliantly down the right-hand side to get that ball in, and for a moment there, if Mellis just gets his angle right, he can tuck that in the far corner. It's a good opportunity, not easy, because he has to turn his body and aim for that far corner, but he wasn't too far wide, and once again, Austin Bold showing what a really, really good and talented side they are. And by the way, if they win tonight, they go 3rd in the table, and I think they're going to be serious contenders for the title this season.
Big call, just on the back of the defense and the experience in the side.
Sorry, say again?
With Austin Bold, you're saying that they could potentially go all the way based off the experience and the defense?
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's also the quality here, and the likes of Andre Lima. Kleber's not even playing. I mean, this guy's played at a very high level. So is Kleber. There's a bit of shoving and pushing and winding up going on, but these aren't older players who haven't played. These are older players who have played at a very high level, and we can see already as an expansion side they've come straight in, started winning games, won 3 of the last 4. You just get the feeling that you know, they, if they keep themselves fit, they believe they can go all the way, and they certainly are good enough to do so. We can revisit it in the months ahead, and you can say to me, you were right or you were horrendously wrong.
I mean, any team that doesn't concede goals at the rate that Austin do have a chance. But at the moment, it's just getting 1 or 2 more, particularly away from home. A chance like the one that fell to Malice could potentially be the difference. Here is Sean McFarland, the Jamaican. Played an NPSL a year ago and won the league with Miami FC. There's an NPSL league where Orange County SC's opponents, Orange County FC play, knocking them out on penalties.
So that's a huge blow for Orange County to lose to their local, less famous rivals, and it's important they bounce back here today. I'm sure their fans are not happy with that US Open Cup defeat, and vital that the players get a result. And as I said, it's not going to be easy against this, what I think is a very, very good Austin Bold side, but they have to get a result because somehow Braden Cloutier and his men have got to get themselves back onto a winning run.
And you can't say that Orange County SC weren't taking that game nor the competition seriously when they made 3 changes from the team that played in midweek in the Cup. They played 120 minutes as well. Going out, Braden Cloutier saying, you can say at times it was luck. Orange County SC with over 30 shots in the game, but goalkeeper for Orange County FC had a blinder and we put our chances away. And when you go to penalties, anything can happen.
Absolutely. Tough one for Braden Cloutier after a fantastic season last year, and lost a couple of key players and just hasn't really got enough, maybe from the likes of Michael Seaton up front, who I think is a wonderful player, big and strong, and somehow hasn't tucked it away often enough, and that can make a huge difference. Any Voltson moving on, and he's a huge loss.
It's Indy 11 in the championship. Those were the prolific players, along with Aiden Quinn, 12 and 15 a year ago. As the ball gets played out to that right-hand side, coming forward, Jorge Troncoso, the Chilean. He losing out. experience, Gary, of Austin Bold, but it's not any kind of experience. It's winning league titles in Brazil.
Yes.
It's playing in Europe. It's playing in MLS. Elsewhere in USL, like the goalkeeper who's about to receive the ball, Restrepo. Quality experience, high caliber of players brought into this Austin side.
Exactly, 100% correct. And with that background, that knowledge, that professionalism, and so many of those players, they look around at each other in the locker room and they go, wow, this is a decent lineup of many ex-MLS players and Brazilians who've played at a decent level. You've got to start to believe that you're capable not just of a top 8 finish, but or a playoff finish, but going, if not all the way, very, very close.
Callum Malice losing out, and Jerry Van Wolfgang winning the ball back. You do see him withdrawing into the midfield. Part of that midfield three. Van Wolfgang will usually play as the furthest forward. Liam Trotter, who at times is deputized at center back for Orange County, playing a bit further forward in his more natural central midfield position. For a long time in England, particularly with Millwall. We had the FA Cup final. Trotter, an FA Cup semi-finalist with Millwall the year that Wigan beat Manchester City in the final. Wigan knocking out Millwall.
If you've played at Millwall, you know how to play tough soccer.
Yes,
I can tell you
indeed.
that much.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
A strong character in the center of the park as we now bring you our injury report presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. Christian Duke still recovering from shoulder surgery. That's another big miss from a year ago. You can consider him that still, given the fact that he's not played. And for Austin Bold, Kleber, a major talismanic figure, the number 9, has already scored 3 times for Austin. 3 of their 8 goals. That's a lot to have missing from this team.
Very much so, and there's the coach, and he'll know that missing Kleber is a big loss, and Marcelo Serrano will be keen to get him back and fit as soon as possible.
Austin launching in towards Michael Seaton. There's the Jamaican who has 9 goals, but had 15 a year ago into the area. Forrester, decent ball in, but unable to find a fellow black shirt. The Englishman who also has career experience in the lower leagues in England with Doncaster Rovers and Brentford.
We were talking a few minutes ago about Austin Bold and getting into the playoffs with experience and talent they have, but Orange County made it to the Western Conference final only to lose to Phoenix Rising. So
we're top of the conference in regular season play.
Absolutely. So they'll probably think to themselves, hang on a second, guys, we just got to get our momentum going and score a few more goals and get 1 or 2 players back from injury. And no reason why we can't go all the way. In fact, what you're looking at now could be a Western Conference final. Why not?
Bit of fortune there for Darwin Jones. The slide tackle of DeMar Phillips missing its mark. Quinn. Usuansa. Now Forrester getting onto his right so he can play the cross in. Taken down off the chest there by Jones. They left it there for Phillips to boot clear. And out for the throw in. Kevin Alston just having a bit of a physical tussle with some Austin Bold players. You see the varying brewing companies at the ground tonight. It is a beer fest. Some of the region's best craft breweries. We've seen other teams in USL profit on the back of beer-related promotions, and you see fans here in the stands tonight to cheer on their Orange County side. I believe in Phoenix, on nights in which they offer beers at $1, they're unbeaten in 11 matches. As the header comes in towards the area, again, the physical tussles, a few shoves in there from Leonardo, who stayed forward.
He scored a couple of goals, Leonardo, this season already. Just have a look at Restrepo here. As a goalkeeper comes, slips. If anyone gets a head on from there, the poor goalkeeper was in all sorts of trouble. The ball comes to him eventually. But certainly Leonardo, with 2 goals in 5 games, is going to be a threat throughout this game. For Orange County, Austin Bold will have to keep an eye on the big centre-back.
Xavier Baez, another player with great experience. 260 appearances in Liga MX with Chivas, Toluca, and Cruz Azul. over the top, and now Lima will try and chase it, but Hume will just leave it for Cervantes. Fans' time is running out to secure a season seat membership for the 2019 season, including the buy 2 season seats. Get 2 free offer while there is still time. Visit orangecountysoccer.com.
I was talking there about the background of some of these Austin Bold players. I haven't yet seen any team who's got this level of depth of experience. When you get some fantastic young sides in USL, obviously, and you get some that are a mixture. But this is a very mature team of very highly successful players in the past, and I wouldn't want to bet against them being able to put it all together. And I mean, I guess I'm repeating myself, but I'm amazed at the level of experience. These are players who played at the highest level. In fact, you know of one player who's played in a World Cup.
Yes, indeed. Not in the squad tonight, but Edson Braffade, 36 years of age from the Netherlands, played in the World Cup final in 2010 when the Netherlands lost to Spain, and he came on as a second half of extra time substitute, the 105th minute in that World Cup final, which Holland eventually lost. But World Cup final experience in this side, Gary.
Beat that. Even at MLS level.
Yes, indeed. As Alston swings the throw in.
It's a very tight Western Conference, and we talk about Austin Bold being able to go third if they win, but if Orange County win, they go fifth, potentially even fourth. And we've said this in a few games that we've covered, is that, you know, just a win or two and you can shoot from way down the table right up near the top. So for Orange County and for Braden Cloutier, he'll really be hoping that they get the 3 points, and he'll feel a lot comfortable waking up in 5th spot as opposed to 12th.
Victories right now will do a world of good. Oklahoma City Energy leading by a goal to nil against Real Monarchs would take them into 3rd in the live table. New Mexico United are winning earlier tonight by 3-1 away from home. Kevon Frater with a hat-trick for New Mexico over Colorado Springs. That vaults them top of the live table. San Antonio level 1-1 with Tulsa. Rio Grande Valley on the verge of a victory by 2-1 over LA Galaxy 2, which would put them in a playoff place. So, it seems at the moment, string 3 victories together. They're shooting up the league table. Leonardo wants to cook in the path of Trotter. Comes here for Xavier Baez. Most recently played for Necaxa in Liga MX. The kind of experience that are in both of these sides comes the backing of ownership. For Austin Bold, the owners also own the racetrack in Austin. They hold the U.S. Grand Prix in Formula One, the Circuit of the Americas. The stadium is built on the grounds of the racetrack. There's an opportunity on here for Seton. Necessary intervention there from DeMar Phillips. Allowing for Aiden Quinn. Darwin Jones and the flick idea there from Seton. Come here for Trotter. Now Forrester assessing his options, goes outside of the boot towards Jones. Flag up on the near side. Still a great save from Restrepo.
It was a good save from the goalkeeper, wasn't it? But that's the one area where Orange County can give Austin Bold all sorts of troubles, is their pace out wide, and a lovely ball gets played through here. Look at the pace. The keeper comes out, spreads himself, and makes a fantastic save there from Darwin Jones. Darwin's probably happy that it was offside, because he would have been gutted to have not scored that.
He scored 4 times in 9 appearances coming into the night. And he's 10th. Jones, a player that is putting it all together at the moment. From a year ago from Sweden. Chicago native. He grew up in the system at Seattle Sounders. He will become a real danger man for Orange County as Liam Trotter trying to bully Lima off it. Big units.
Not going to get that ball off Andre Lima too easily. He's maybe bulked up a little bit in the last few years and lost a little bit of speed, but his strength and touch is so good.
It's poorly given away there on that right-hand side by McFarland, and now away is Van Wolfgang. Has a couple of options joining him in the counter-attack. Van Wolfgang cutting onto his right. The tackle came in, and it was McFarland who tried to atone for his error. Instead, caught the right leg of Van Wolfgang in a free kick in a very dangerous area for Orange County.
It's a dangerous area, and it was nearly inside the box as well. Let's have a look at it again. Van Wolfgang cuts inside here. Yeah, it's probably a yard outside the box, but yep, good angle. One in which you can, if you bend it with your right foot, you can bend it towards the goal, which is always confusing for the keeper. And if you bend it with your left, you can bring it on to the oncoming centre backs and big strikers. So good options for Orange County going forward here, and look out again for Leonardo. He's got a couple already this season.
Quinn and Van Wolfgang over it. Assessing their options. Restrepo in his goal, establishing his wall, screaming at his defenders, make sure they're in the right position.
He's got a lot of them in the wall, which means you could probably, if you're Orange County, pull a few players away and try and get something in the center of the box. You're almost man for man there.
Van Wolfgang to strike. And Restrepo did well in setting up his wall because he took the deflection off it and not for the corner.
I just wonder if that was the right decision, given how many players were in that wall. They were vulnerable in the middle of the goal there. It's hard to get it over that wall and down from that position. Nonetheless, they've got another set piece, this time a corner.
And it is brought to you by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel. Quinn lofting in towards Trotter. Well, dealt with by Amobi Okugo at the back. Come back out again for Quinn. Another delivery. And it's solid again. Walker Hume with a good header to it. Will fall here in the area for Seaton and Leonardo. Referee's whistle went first. I believe it's going to be a high boot on Michael Seaton. And a free kick for Austin Bold.
It's a good header from Walker Hume at the far post. Absolutely brilliant. Does Seaton need to bring it down? Could he maybe head it? Have a look. Great header back. I think you can go meet that with your head as well, Michael Seaton, because you know if you bring it down, you're going to have a whole ton of players all over you, which they were. And that's just what his manager was maybe asking. There we are, Braden Cloutier, just asking, can he be a bit sharper in front of goals, score a few more goals? He's such a good player, and he's quick and he's strong and he works hard, but the final product isn't always there.
A year ago, Israel playing with Hapoel Tel Aviv. Still a young player.
Yeah, 23 years of age. Plenty of time in front of him, but you know, if you want to get higher and higher, and if you want to move to MLS and further, you need to be moving by 23. You need to be really getting your game together. And he's got so close. He almost has everything, and his manager believes in him, but just can't quite get enough out of him.
There is the young Aaron Cervantes, 17 years of age, who signed as a 15-year-old to his first USL contract. Former academy goalkeeper with LA Galaxy.
Great young talent, and you just have to be a little bit patient with goalkeepers at 17 years of age. So much learning to do and reading of the game. I remember my first few games at 17, they were terrible, first 4 or 5, and the manager said, I'm giving you 10 games and then we'll decide. And by the 10th game, he said, okay, you're good enough to stay. But the first 3 or 4 were horrendous, because it's a big step and it's about judgment. When you play outfield, you can recover. When you're in goals, one mistake and it can be costly.
Van Wolfgang now trusting it towards Seaton, but one of the things that Braden Cloutier was mentioning with us was not just about him and his performance, but also the confidence he inspires in his teammates, and that's one of the things in terms of command and organization that he has to work out.
Yeah, and it's very difficult as a 17-year-old to scream at players in front of you like Leonardo, who's 31, and say, you stand there, do this. But you have to, you are the organizer. And if you don't do it, then players in wrong positions for what you need, and you don't line up your wall properly, and suddenly everyone blames you. So yeah, it's just it's a very quick growing up process as a goalkeeper, quicker probably than any other position on the pitch.
margin for error as you have a look at the foul there from Sonny Guadarrama. Darwin Jones going down. Here's Walker Hume. Commanded the position, but Rams can be beaten for pace as Guadarrama just hits it long. Himself is a local boy, 32 years of age, but from Austin, Texas. Last with San Antonio FC. Diego Restrepo also joining from that club. Small play for Austin at Chase, and a heavy tackle came in there from Jermaine Taylor. He's a well-experienced international, over 100 caps for Jamaica.
Wow. Kevin Alston doing well here just to stretch, but again, you're highlighting the incredible experience of some of these players.
7 seasons of MLS, 142 appearances with Minnesota, Portland, and Houston.
That's impressive if you have 1 or 2 of those players in your team, but I think you've already listed about 6 or 7 who have this incredible experience and are still fit enough and good enough to last out a whole season.
Nice job there by Valeri Saramutin to ride the challenge, but stuck an arm up in the judgment of referee Kevin Stott, so we play on through Orange County.
In fact, Braden Cloutier himself describing Austin Bold as intelligent and experienced. And I think that's a very good summation of this Austin Bold side, intelligent and experienced. This is a tough game here for Orange County today, but as we said earlier, one in which they need to win after their US Open Cup defeat. They're desperate to get those points and get back up the table.
Either side look like conceding at the moment. Orange County come in, having only given away 4 goals in the last 6 matches. Austin Bold have only given away 7 all year. Restrepo already keeping 4 clean sheets. Winning the match with a save percentage of 78. This ball is played over the top towards Malice. The flag eventually coming up on the far side. You see the assistant with his flag up. The Sports Clips 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You choose the matchups you want to see for the schedule that works for you. Plan start at just $95 per seat. Pick one up at orangecountysoccer.com. Presented by Sport Clips Haircuts. Be a throw in for Orange County.
A bit of physical on Michael Seaton there, but free kick given. Said it was too much. The players got on well, which is great to see.
See the preference to take these short. There's a free kick, as you said, not a throw in. Hume. Usuansa, the Ghanaian, leaving it short for Harry Forrester. Bit of pace to get towards that byline. Just to poke the cross in. But it came off of Sean McFarland last for a corner.
He's a good threat down that left-hand side, Harry Forrester, with that wonderful pace of his. And if he'd have got that cross in, it could have caused all sorts of trouble. And maybe that's what Coach Marcelo Serrano is saying, is being careful of the ball over the top and trying to help his defense deal with this corner and the pace perhaps of Harry Forrester.
Presented by Shell as the delivery's in from Quinn. Seaton rose and had a great opportunity on the edge of the 6-yard area, but was sailing wide.
He did. He got up so great. Once again, Michael Seaton does well to get in the right position at the right time. Look at this leap from him. And then you say, well, but where's the final product? And I think if you can't get a header on target, just flick it on, because there's enough bodies in there who can score at the far post.
Restrepo struggling a bit with distribution on the night. Now Seaton covers the ball from the chest of Darwin Jones. Running inside and tackled off of by Jermaine Taylor, but in a foul manner. Another free kick for Orange County in a dangerous area.
There's no question it's a foul. This is where Michael Seaton's so good. He's quick and he's strong, and he holds that ball up, holds it up, tempts the tackle, moves the ball, flicks it there, double flick quickly, and he knows that he's tempting the defender to put a foot in. Now you've got another good set piece and a great position. Let's see what Orange County can do with this one.
Quinn and Van Wolfgang again. On the left set piece. It looks like it'll be Quinn who will deliver. But it's straight at the goalkeeper, Restrepo.
Yeah, that's no good. You're not going to score from there. You want to put the same thing in, but into the 6-yard box, or maybe even towards the penalty spot, and give your strikers a chance. And maybe he was trying to do that and just didn't quite get it right. But knocking it straight at the keeper is unfortunately a waste of a good set piece.
Austin Bold, not really with a great deal of an idea for going forward. It was certainly not the case in the Open Cup match on Wednesday night, but it does seem, at least from his opening half hour, like the approach is to stay back. Is the idea there from Guadarrama is try and catch Cervantes off his line. Instead, sailing it onto the top of the net. Cervantes didn't look entirely sure.
Well, he had to be careful because it was actually on target, just a little bit too high. But Cervantes with the poor kick out that goes straight to Guadarrama. The keeper was quick to get back on his line and make sure that he wasn't going to be embarrassed by any shot flying straight back into his empty goal.
What have you made of the approach from Austin in the opening half hour?
Comfortable, careful, probing, and never in too much trouble. One could say the same for Orange County as well. It looks like it's a, it's both teams have felt each other out, both respect this ability and potential on both sides. And what Orange County are doing is getting a little bit of pace out wide on the flanks. It's causing Austin Bold a few more problems. So it's been Orange County looks slightly the more dangerous at this stage.
Free kick taken short for Malice, popping up Guadarrama in a dangerous area. We'll come here for Callum Malice. Left here with Baez. Kugo. It's Philadelphia Union. He's the 6th pick in the draft, 2010 out of UCLA. Sarah-Wooten and Malice trying to break the lines. A good ball and a good move to find DeMar Phillips on this left-hand side. Just tried to dink it into his own path. Instead, it goes harmlessly out of play.
Yeah, good possession there, and surprised DeMar Phillips couldn't do more with that. Maybe an early cross into the box, and in the end, just knocks it out of play. But again, Austin Bold very comfortable on the ball, never too rushed. They know what they're doing. Probing, they're pressure, very high press with the white shirts, and they almost win it back there.
Hume having to slide in just to win the ball. 3 bodies on the ground, and now poorly given away there by Wusuansa for Malice, who will line up a strike, and Cervantes spilling it and managing to recover. Almost assured goalkeeping, but never really threatening.
Yeah, he got his body behind it, didn't quite get his hands around it, and he was quick to get up and stop it from going for a corner. But Malice just threatening, and I think they've been told probably to shoot when they have the opportunity. Austin Bold, if you have a young goalkeeper, you've got to test him. That's the way it works.
Lovely back heel there from Van Wolfgang, and now Forrester. Awaiting Kevin Alston to make progress and finds a perfect ball. Alston trying to find options, leaves it with Van Wolfgang. And now Harry Forrester coming all the way to this right-hand side, but given away. An attack coming through there from Leonardo. Referee asking for yellow there. Fury from Andre Lima.
Brazilian on Brazilian. Here's that shot again. Yeah, Cervantes, just, he won't be happy with that, but at least he's got his body behind it. And made sure it didn't go over for a corner. It's all part of the learning experience for the young man in goals.
It's over the top now, and dangerous from Koso. Barreled into by Hume. That's going to be a free kick.
A dangerous position as well.
I believe Leonardo was asking for that to be a dive, but Hume going through him, and now Kevin Stott with a decision to make. To simply award a free kick or perhaps more.
No, I think it's just a free kick. I didn't see anything nasty about it. Let's have a look here. Yep, the player does get there first for Austin Bold, so it is. In fact, it's lucky it's just outside the box. That was very close.
Well, the reason why I say not more is because of the positioning with Troncoso. Only Hume to beat to get to goalkeeper Cervantes.
That's a good point you raise. Whether you mean to bring someone down or don't, if you're late on the ball, it could be seen as a red card. I think it would have been a bit harsh, but you're right, it could have been legal. A legal decision by the referee, I mean. I think Leonardo quite relieved. He didn't get sent off there.
And Now, 4 players over this. I'd imagine it would be Andre Lima. He's the biggest goal-scoring prowess in the team. Mark Phillips also over it, the left back.
See what they're doing? They're putting bodies in front of the young goalkeeper, Aaron Cervantes, to make it difficult for him to see the ball. Have a look. Austin Bold's shirts are in his line of sight, so this is a very dangerous situation for Orange County.
And it will be Lima trying to go far post, and he sneaks it past Cervantes. Cervantes struggling to see through the wall, and Andre Lima, the experience, taking advantage of the youth. Austin Bold lead away from home by a goal to 0.
That's such a good free kick. Wow, so well taken, and it was in such a dangerous position. All those bodies in front of the keeper. Oh, no goal. Why would they be calling it back? Was it not a direct free kick? Okay, we're going to have to wait and find out. The actual strike was good. The goalkeeper nearly got it. We got a hand to it. He pushes it onto the post, in fact.
Are they saying that Sarah Mouton, number 27 there, getting a hand to it to deflect? That would have to be the decision. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure where a free kick would have been given. That has to be the decision.
Could be right. I'm a little bit flummoxed myself as to what went wrong there. And from an Austin Bold point of view, what went wrong? For Orange County, it's what went right. The goal wasn't given, and game goes on.
Quinn with a strike towards goal. Restrepo never going to be cut off there by the idea of the chip. That was the slightest of contact there from Sarah Mouton. You can understand if the referee saw it, but in view, it didn't really look like much.
So you're saying it hit his hand on the way in?
That is the only thing. I mean, unless there was other physical contact, pushing and shoving maybe away from the ball that we didn't see. But in terms of what we saw in terms of the strike, it would have to be interesting. So we're being told on the ground that perhaps Sarah Mouton's involvement in the play from an offside position.
Well, if that's the case, then that's really bad from Austin Bold's part, because the one thing you don't do from a set piece is go and stand in an offside position. It's such a great opportunity to score. So well, maybe we'll see it again a little bit later when we get to the highlights, the halftime highlights. But it just shows you this Austin Bold team, they're dangerous. And now he gets a yellow card, Leonardo.
The referee going to his book for the first time. It will be the Brazilian center back. But so I guess Sarah Mouton's involvement in the play, particularly in blocking the path of goalkeeper Cervantes, would have to be enough to rule him offside.
Yes, if he's in an offside position, but why are you standing in an offside position? You know you're going to be in front of the goalkeeper. That's the whole idea. You're there, so very, very, and you would have practiced this beforehand, so your position, you would know where to stand. By the way, Leonardo could have been booked for the earlier foul, so he needs to tread very carefully now. He's on a yellow, but it could easily have been a second yellow. So Orange County, they've been through the ringer the last few minutes, and it's still level at 0-0.
Andre Lima is so enraged, he's either torn his own shirt or lost a bit of his armband in motioning at the referee, and I believe he's been booked for saying that the wall is not.
That's so silly.
10 yards away.
Yeah, make the point. Make it a second time, but don't keep on going, because eventually the ref is going to book you, and now a missed tackle and you get sent off. So
here's Callum Malice to strike, and again trying to test Cervantes on the follow. Austin Bold, does the flag stay down this time? It does. It's the opening goal. Jorge Troncoso coming forward for his first goal for the club, and this one will stand. Austin Bold in front away from home.
Kalamala is so clever there. He targets the young goalkeeper. He dips it in front of him. It's a difficult ball for Cervantes to deal with, and Troncoso and a couple of others, they follow up in case the keeper can't hold it. Have a look. It's aimed from Kalamala to dip just in front of the keeper, which is an extremely difficult ball, and 3 or 4 shirts follow in, pick up the loose ball and finish it off. Tough one for the keeper, but clever play there from Callum Malice and from those following up for Austin Bold.
Jorge Troncoso, the Chilean, forward. There to pounce, and from Orange County point of view, certainly it would feel like their goalkeeper is being targeted. And why not? But could Orange County have done better there to defend the second ball?
Yes, that they should have thought exactly the way Austin Bold will follow up on my keeper.
Another chance on Calamalis with the first time strike on the ball in from Troncoso. That's his second great chance into the goalkeeper Cervantes, who's up for it that time.
Yeah, makes a good save, the young goalkeeper. Again, it gets him far too easily. Trotter coming back from midfield to try and help out, but right now Orange County in a little bit of disarray. They need to get themselves calm and sorted and controlled at the back.
Cervantes has had a lot of work to do. Mr. Bold, who I think they're going to take a conservative approach the opening half hour, certainly come out of their shell as it's lofted in. Again, Cervantes leaping forward, unable to get anything on it, but Hume did. And away by Van Wolfgang. Check out the new OCSC merchandise arrivals for 2019, including new authentic jerseys the players are wearing by Adidas at orangecountysoccer.com. So on that far side, here's McFarland. Throwing for Austin.
Tough now for Orange County, 1-0 down at home, desperate after the US Open Cup defeat to get a win here today. And already up against it with this super talented or super experienced Austin Bold side.
As Malice delivers into the area, Hume there to cut out. Who's really probed very well his free kick, resulting in the goal. A couple of chances as well. And the standout for Austin, you'd have to say, as coming forward there was Trotter. It took out DeMar Phillips. Referee allowing play to continue. Now the ball over the top. The flag is going to stay down. Troncoso is in again on a fantastic ball in from Baez.
Cervantes just scoops it up there, and it was a good ball in, and it was so nearly another opportunity for Austin Bold, and question marks again about the Orange County defending.
Nice touch there from Owusu-Ansah, leaving it for Van Wolfgang. Jerry Van Wolfgang lofting over the top towards Jones, cut out well, and now Lima hold possession of the ball. Try to leave it there. He grabs it his right leg. Seemed like a fairly obvious dive. Van Wolfgang charging on in some space on this right-hand side. His delivery is in. The header is away. And strong from Okugo. Wolfgang again to run at the defender. This time it's Phillips. Again the delivery towards the near post. The flick, and it's in! Darwin Jones with the response for Orange County. And it is a massive one. Austin Bold dominant in the last 10 minutes. And against the run of play, Orange County are level.
Fantastic ball in. I was just thinking, can he get it in, Darwin Jones? The manager, Cloutier, is going to be delighted with that. It's a tight angle from Darwin Jones. In fact, it's a tight angle from Van Wolfsberg. Look here, he goes wide. It's not much to aim for, but he gets Darwin Jones, and as soon as he hits it, Jones, look at his arm go up. He knew there was a little gap at the near post, and he got it in perfectly. It's a brilliant strike, wonderful cross in, and relief for the Orange County fans. They're back on level terms.
Darwin Jones off to a great start in 2019 with his 5th goal of the year as Austin immediately trying to find the response. In is Lima, and he's poked it past Cervantes. Leonardo shoved off it. Andre Lima bullying his way in at the Orange County goalkeeper. And now 30 seconds after Orange County are level, Austin Bold back in front.
That defense of Orange County have been really open and poor in the last 10-15 minutes. You're right, Leonardo sort of falls over. Is there a shove in his back? I don't see too much. Yeah, they're complaining. The goalkeeper's complaining, saying there was a push. But Andre Lima, he's a wily old fox. He knew just when to give Leonardo a little bit of a nudge, and then he just knocks it past the young goalkeeper. And what's that old saying? When you score, you should have 5 minutes of total concentration and keep a clean sheet. They didn't manage 30 seconds, did they?
My goodness. What a first half in Irvine. After a bit short on goal-scoring opportunities, in the opening half hour. This game has come to life. Austin with a goal disallowed and scored of a free kick. Orange County respond, and now Austin back in front. There's 4 minutes between the Austin goal and the Orange County goal, and we'll see if we can get an official time on just how long it took between the first Orange County goal and the second Austin goal. And might there be another goal just before the break? Free kick for Orange County. Jerry Van Wolfgang over it. Lofted into the area. It's a dangerous ball in. Seaton got something to it, but looping and straightforward for Restrepo.
Restrepo went down there to take his time. He's just debating whether to throw it, but he knows it's almost half time. They're 2-1 up. They've got the lead back. He's just thinking, just calm it all down, knock it long. Let's get in there half and let's see it through to half time.
They're into first half stoppage time, a minimum of 2 minutes to be added on as the tackle came in on Quinn and a free kick for Orange County. Orange County had come into this one defending well, only giving up 4 goals in the last 6 league matches. Something that Braden Cloutier wanted to work on after they conceded 11 in their first 4. And tonight, it's a bit more like that than their recent defensive work.
I think Andre Lima's made it more difficult for them. The Brazilian, who's been with a number of top clubs in Brazil, great experience, great knowledge, powerful striker. He's given them a lot of problems. And from midfield as well, he's had good support. So this hasn't been easy rather for Orange County in defense.
The long throw is in. We'll come here to Aiden Quinn on the edge of the area, who tries to take it on the volley. Leonardo trying to win as well. Instead, we'll come on here for Lima, who just boots it forward. Guadarrama trying to chase it, will come out for a throw. Orange County delivery has been quality on set pieces, even on the long throw there, but not always the finish as Quinn tries to send it towards Seaton. Farland hoofing away.
Again, we're looking to Seaton if you're an Orange County fan and hoping that he can deliver more. It's Darwin Jones who pops up with a goal. Well done, the goalkeeper reading that.
Montes coming well off his line and calmly heading there for Hume. Austin perhaps try and find another. Guadarrama with a touch sliding tackle came in from Hume. It's gone though for the Austin native. Through towards Troncoso. Saramutin. Gone for Guadarrama, nearly handball. Instead, Orange County trying to hit on the counter. Michael Seaton. The flag staying down. And now he's shoved off it. Strong there from Amobi Okugo. And that will take us to halftime. What a first half. Or shall I say, what a final 15 minutes of the first half here at the Championship Soccer Stadium. Austin Bold having a goal disallowed and then scoring through Troncoso. 4 minutes later, Orange County respond through Darwin Jones, and also in the 43rd minute, Andre Lima scoring to make it 2-1 to Austin. We'll take you through our first half highlights and much more in our halftime show. Your score at the break, Orange County 1, Austin Bold 2.
It's been badly exposed. We can't say it.
What makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good? A lemon lime secret ingredient I'm never going to tell. 7-Up. Who's hungry? Do more with 7.
The Orange County Soccer Club Pro Experience membership, designed to accelerate your training and enable you to reach the professional performance levels of the biggest leagues around the world. Membership includes free tickets to 7 home matches, training sessions with coaches and technical director Franz Hoke, live events with leading soccer minds like Brad Friedel, Raphael Wicki, and Keisuke Honda, and many additional benefits. Go to orangecountysoccer.com/pro experience.
Orange County 1, Austin Bold 2 at the break, and what was an incredible first half of play. 50 seconds separating Orange County's equalizer and Austin Bold's go-ahead goal, which has them 2-1 up at the break. But around this time, each and every week, we like to show you the best from around USL Championship. Let's take a look at the best of Week 10.
Look at Taylor moving up. And Taylor with a beautiful strike. Are you kidding? It's 1-0 in the 12th minute. What can you say about a center back who has...
That been loud, and what a rip from Connor Presley. Oh, how's that for an equalizer?
And he decided just to reach his leg out there and see what he could do.
Now North Carolina with a chance. Now a shot by Miller! Stephen Miller with the strike inside the 18, ties this game up at 1 in the 66th minute.
Fleming's early ball in. John on the first time! Oh, that is clinical from Adam John! Oh, look at Flemings and Picaro just toying with RGV. Breaking in, Kasim! Oh, what a save by Matt Pickens! Got a run from distance, and it's a goal! Pulls with the left and in. And what a save for Van Ogle!
Here's a chance for Kasim, and puts it in!
Rodriguez returning for Reynolds. His delivery through the penalty area will fall here, and Tessman! What a strike that is from Tanner Tessman, who's equalized for North Texas.
Sweet footwork. Gallardo, the attack, and the blast, and a goal!
Go at it for Toronto, headed on and in. Beautiful strike there.
Shalani serves it towards the back post. Headed in the back of the net. It's a goal for Lansing Ignite.
That'd be best from last week, but tonight, I imagine 1 or 2 of the goals will be making it on the best of Week 11, as it's Orange County 1, Austin Bold 2 at the break. In what has been a thoroughly entertaining game of soccer tonight at the Champions Soccer Stadium. Is going to bring you some of the news and notes from around at USL. I'd like to tell you what's going on around the league. Tonight we had huge clashes in the Eastern Conference. Indy 11 with a big 1-0 victory over Charleston Battery. But you see there the feature game. Tampa Bay Rowdies staying unbeaten, going top of the Eastern Conference. 6 wins, 5 draws for Neil Collins' Tampa Bay Rowdies. A solid result for them. In the U.S. Open Cup, 19 USL Championship clubs advancing. There is a round in midweek. 19 of those teams will be in action among the 22 in the third round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Some of those looking to go forward and perhaps upset the apple cart and beat some MLS sides.
Why not? That's what the U.S. Open Cup's all about. Having said that, there are teams like Florida Soccer Soldiers,
yes, indeed,
who are from a lower level that can take a USL Championship team out. So, yeah, you can have the good days where you're the cup killers, or you could be taken out. So exciting games ahead in the U.S. Open Cup.
St. Louis FC also playing Forward Madison from League One. Florida Soccer Soldiers away to North Carolina FC. And Orange County FC, the other lower level team through there, as we now take you around some of the scores in USL. In the championship tonight is a busy night of action. And you see some finals from the Western Conference earlier tonight. We mentioned New Mexico United. They go top of the live table with 21 points. Only lost once in their expansion season. Wow. LA Galaxy 2 pulling a goal back and drawing 2-2 away with Rio Grande Valley. Draws as well between San Antonio and Tulsa. Oklahoma City Energy leading by 1-0 over Real Monarchs. Those halftime scores are presented by Marriott. Coming up in our Wednesday night soccer fixture, which appears on the networks of ESPN. ESPN News this week for Birmingham Legion against Nashville. But New Mexico United in their first season with only 1 loss in 12. A great start for the newcomers.
That's an understatement, isn't it? Yeah, great start. It's almost the perfect start. I bet they never dreamt they'd be top of the table at this stage. Now, everyone's going to be eyeing them saying, hang on a second, let's see if we can bring you down a peg or two. So they'll be targeted, and then we'll really see how good they are.
They are in action on June the 5th against Oklahoma City Energy on ESPN News. Your score, though, at the break here at the Championship Soccer Stadium, Orange County SC 1, Austin Bold 2.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
The Orange County Soccer Club Pro Experience membership, designed to accelerate your training and enable you to reach the professional performance levels of the biggest leagues around the world. Membership includes free tickets to 7 home matches, training sessions with coaches and technical director Franz Hoek, live events with leading soccer minds like Brad Friedel, Raphael Wicki, and Keisuke Honda, and many additional benefits. Go to orangecountysoccer.com/pro experience.
Orange County 1, Austin Bold 2 at the break. A 5-minute flurry of action and goals as we can now take you to our first half highlights. They are brought to you by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up, and certainly these sides did more in the final 10 minutes of the first half.
This is a good ball in early on from Sean McFarlane. Callum Mullis just wide here. We thought maybe he sneaked it in the far post, Mullis, but didn't quite work out.
Another chance as well for Orange County. Ball outside of the boot towards Darwin Jones for strip off his line to make a big save despite Jones being offside. Here a foul on Van Wolfgang, who would then shoot. His effort deflected off the wall. Quinn then to deliver the cross in. Hume with a good header, and Seaton couldn't quite take it off the chest.
That's a great header from the big man Walker Hume, and I just wonder, could Seaton have gone with the head first? He hasn't got enough time to bring it down in the box, and then a corner, and again, Seaton does so well to get on the end of it, can't do much. Then, free kick on the edge of the box. Now, this is a controversial situation.
So the goal comes in there from Andre Lima, but it is disallowed. We have been told for offside, but I don't think you can get a really definitive view that Valeri Sarmutin, who is in the way, who there picks up the foul that leads to the free kick. Andre Lima complaining about the wall. Callum Mala strikes, and on the rebound, the opening goal.
Yeah, it is. It's Jorge Trancoso who follows up. This was meant, it was aimed at the keeper because 3 white shirts followed up, blue and white shirts followed up, and they knew that if the keeper couldn't hold it, they would score. And then, talking of scoring, Van Wolfgang with the cross, Darwin Jones at the near post.
And then there's the second for Austin Bold. Andre Lima shoving Leonardo off it and scoring the second goal 50 seconds after the Darwin Jones went in.
Wow, look at that shots on target. Austin Bold with 5 to Orange County's 2. That should give Orange County an idea that they're not getting enough shots on target, not causing Restrepo enough problems. And conversely, Austin Bold are taking every opportunity to pepper 17-year-old Aaron Cervantes with as many shots as possible. So far, Austin Bold getting the better of the first half.
Possession slightly favoring Orange County, but shots and on target favoring Austin Bold. Trying to test the young goalkeeper for Orange County, Aaron Cervantes. As we now show you the upcoming schedules for both of these sides. Orange County through the next 4 in the league away from home, but away from home against LA Galaxy 2. It's not that long of a trip, just the other side of Los Angeles, and then home with Rio Grande Valley before trip to Las Vegas Lights to Phoenix Rising, 2 of the better sides in the USL Western Conference.
Yeah, it's a big test. That one at Phoenix Rising, a repeat of last year's Western Conference final. Phoenix Rising still finding their feet this season, so a vital game for both clubs.
And LA Galaxy 2, the next opponent. Meanwhile, for Austin, continuing away from home at Fresno, home with New Mexico United, and then away to Tulsa as well. A couple of tough trips before home matches against Portland and Tacoma.
Pick out that one there versus New Mexico United. I think it's going to be a cracking game.
Yes, and it will be a week from tonight. Midweek action in the league, and then midweek action the following week in the U.S. Open Cup. So busy fixture list for Austin Bold. As let's go ahead and show you that incident from earlier, the disallowed goal that came in. So here is the strike from Andre Lima. I believe it's Sarmutin. If there's anyone to have been offside, it would have to be him, and I don't believe he was.
He's not. It might have come off his arm. It might have skimmed his arm. That's the only thing I could see there. But he couldn't have been offside, and if anybody else is offside, they weren't interfering with play. So, put it this way, if it ends up in a 2-2 draw, I think Andre Lima and the rest of the Bold team will be questioning the referee in a bit more detail.
I mean, they're fine now, leading at the break by 2 goals to 1, but that was, from my standpoint, a clean goal. Would love to get the view of the referee and see what he saw in disallowing that goal, because Kevin Stott disallowed the goal. We didn't see a flag go up on the far side either, as you have a look at our match day referee. That is judgment of the referee. Anyway, though, Austin Bold leading by 2 goals to 1. And we mentioned coming in as the second half gets started, Austin came into this one with only 1 point away from home from an available 12, and they only scored 1 goal away from home in 4 matches. They scored 2 in about a 5-minute span.
Well, if they start playing well away from home, and they are playing extremely well at home, then they will be near the very, very top of this table.
As Cervantes having to come off his line, he spilled it, and the threat was coming from Sarmutin. Eventually, Cervantes over it. It does seem, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Gary, that Cervantes struggles with the initial gather. And it always takes a second effort in order for him to claim.
Yeah, it's decision making. It's understanding your defenders, and it's tough for this young goalkeeper. He needs the support of everyone around him. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to be targeted by Austin Bold. That they knew before the game, and the first half has shown us that. He needs the players around him to build him up where they can, and not give silly free kicks away on the edge of the box would help.
Walker Hume coming up and unable to deal with it. The cross comes in from Sarmutin. Here's Guadarrama on the edge of the penalty area, trying to curl it towards that back post. Might still come from Malice! And the chance is well on the back post. Troncoso coming in. And nearly the chance for him as well for a second.
Oh, Malice hits that great, just misses the far post there and sliding in. Troncoso's got a chance to finish it off. Let's have a look here. That's a fantastic volley, by the way. And nearly tucked away at that far post.
What an opportunity that is for Jorge Troncoso, who opened the scoring on the rebound from Callum Malice's strike. And Malice there nearly turning provider. Austin, since coming out of their shell after the opening half hour, have been very impressive in the attack.
They have been. I think they're a very impressive team all round. And bear in mind, their top goal scorer isn't even fit to play here, Kleber. And if they get him back, they're going to be a handful. That's why I picked out New Mexico as a game I'd like to see, because New Mexico are in great form as well. Austin Bold at home, that's going to be a cracking game.
A pair of expansion sides as well, who have come into the league and made an impact. Malice for DeMar Phillips. Is there anything for you in the shape of Orange County? Because they have switch formations. They've mostly been a 4-3-3 side under Braden Cloutier, but they're trying to have one more player be central and forward. Sometimes Van Wolfgang, sometimes Aiden Quinn. Something wrong in the system, particularly with allowing Austin Bold to get forward in dangerous areas?
Not really. I think it's a better system for them, 4-2-3-1. It's just they're not scoring often enough. Michael Seaton not getting the number of goals his talent should be getting. They're missing Volson and the number of goals he used to get, and his creativity as well. But I think most important of all, that they have a young goalkeeper who's you know, finding it difficult to gather on the shots and the free kicks. And if they had McLean in goals, it could be a little bit different. And that's not to blame Cervantes in any way, but he's very, very young to be peppered in shots by, you know, Andre Lima at 34 years of age and with all his experience in the Brazilian league. So he is a little bit exposed, the young goalkeeper, and it's causing a few problems for Orange County.
Baez lofts into the penalty area, cut off by Alston. You know, Seaton trying to hold up the play here. Strong header there from Trotter. And now Van Wolfgang has an option on this right-hand side and does well to play outside of the boot for Darwin Jones. Charging towards goal, tries to have a hit. Snap shot coming off a white shirt. Only as far as Liam Trotter. Now Jones, the scorer of the goal for Orange County. Trying to do well, and he does well to win the ball off of DeMar Phillips. Now surrounded by three. The tackle came in from Guadarrama. And despite three defenders surrounding Jones, it will be a free kick. The challenge is snapped in from Sonny Guadarrama.
It's a good position for a free kick. You can't score from there, but certainly, well, very difficult to score, but certainly you can put one in the box with a bit of pace and direction and cause all sorts of problems. And OC really can't afford not to come away with 3 points here today. Otherwise, they really are off the pace. They're in 12th position now. And this is a home match as well. So being knocked out the cup, if they don't get goals soon.
And it's Quinn with a good delivery towards the back post. Strong claim there from Restrepo, who goes down with an injury, grabbing at his right leg. But did very well to win in the air.
He did. It was a great take by the goalkeeper. I don't know if he knocked his ankle on somebody as he came for the ball, but he held on superbly. Look at the timing. Look at the way he comes. I think probably through there. He just gets kicked on his ankle as he goes down, but he's still through the pain, keeps an eye on the ball, brings it down safely, makes the save. I'm sure he'll be all right. I hope he'll be all right anyway. It was a fantastic take by the goalkeeper and just took all the pressure off his defenders. But talking of goalkeepers and Cervantes, I suppose we have to give credit to Braden Cloutier and Orange County for giving the 17-year-old his chance, as Marcelo Serrano looks on very worried about his goalkeeper, Diego Restrepo. But Braden Cloutier has given this young man a chance, and he said, okay, I know there's a risk that goals will go in, but I want to bring talent through, and it's wonderful to see, even though it can come at a cost.
And sticking with them, they did bring in the former Chicago Fire, Minnesota United goalkeeper Patrick McLean. He is out with a groin injury at the moment. Not on the squad tonight. Carlos Lopez, another young goalkeeper. He started twice. 22-year-old Mexican on the bench. Cervantes at 17 years of age. Compared to the years of experience, Diego Restrepo, last 2 seasons with San Antonio, also with Fort Lauderdale, Tampa Bay Rowdies, Charlotte Independence, a brief spell in Colombia as well with América de Cali.
If you were to pick a winner of the US Open Championship based purely on experience, I think Austin Bolt have won it already. It's whether you can turn that experience into the necessary goals, which they have been able to do here today.
There's Darwin Jones, off in the left-footed delivery. Header is in from Van Wolfgang, the touch! Incredibly well taken by Aidan Quinn. Out of the air, a terrific nod down from Van Wolfgang, and Aidan Quinn has equalized for a second time for Orange County.
That's a brilliant finish from Aidan Quinn. The timing there to get on the end of that, and a wonderful creative opportunity from Van Wolfgang. Not for the first time in this match, by the way, but great finish from Aidan Quinn. Let's have a look at it again. As the ball's out wide on the right-hand side, gets knocked to the back post. Van Wolfgang gets it in. Aidan Quinn just reads him. He reads the opportunity, and Van Wolfgang picks him out with the header. Aidan Quinn does the rest, and it's back on level terms again.
7 minutes after the restart, Orange County level again. They've certainly been up against it in recent times. Knocked down to the US Open Cup in midweek. Now 1-0 and 2-1 tonight. Only being down, but also even when you've clawed back to be level, you then concede a goal within a minute. It's not like you're even level for that long. And now they've won another corner.
What a good game this is. What an interesting contest between two very good sides. And I would think, without knowing, I think there's still more to come goals-wise in this match.
And it's a corner presented by Shell Fuel Rewards. Quinn to deliver towards that back post, unmarked. Looked to be Seaton, couldn't get decisive contact to it. And hooked away for another corner on the opposite side.
Sean McFarlane just getting it out of danger. And now another opportunity. Aidan Quinn going across. He's got such a good way of delivering the ball into the box.
Quinn telling Jerry Van Wolfgang, I've got this. And all the way across.
Big Walker Hume to aim for as well.
Goes towards the near post. The header came in, and Restrepo saving. Incredibly. Van Wolfgang on the follow takes a deflection. Might settle kindly here in the penalty area for Darwin Jones. Lofted in. And it goes sailing over Walker Hume. And Diego Restrepo up to the challenge.
What a save it was. I didn't know who got the near post header, but that was an absolutely brilliant save from the goalkeeper. And Orange County have come out second half really fired up in this game.
And a change being prepared for Austin Bowl. Chris Turpak coming on for Sonny Guadarrama in a substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Chris Turpak trying to create a difference off the bench. Guadarrama coming off. Scored in the Open Cup in midweek. Now being given a rest.
I think it was in the OKC match, the last US Championship match, that Turpak came on and had an immediate impact. Let's see if he can do it again.
Gear to protect his head. But win Orange County.
Let's change the mood here at the stadium now that Orange County are on level terms. Look at them, the body language of the players. They want the ball, they want to push forward, they want to get a winning goal, and all the excitement now for the home side.
Darwin Jones doing well to keep it in play. Quinn's delivery might still come on the back post. And it was Van Wolfgang with the opportunity. Quinn again providing the danger for Orange County.
Restrepo quick to grab the ball, and I'm still getting over his save from the corner a few minutes back. That was a crucial save by the Austin Bold keeper.
Seaton wanted it in his path, flag up on the far side. And I think Quinn might be frustrated, or rather Seaton, that he didn't get the ball from Quinn sooner.
Yeah, absolutely, but he must keep himself on side if he can. Here's this one at the near post. That's a great save from the goalkeeper.
I believe it was Harry Forrester at the near post.
Yes.
that got to it. And a tremendous save from the Austin goalkeeper, Diego Restrepo.
Oh, this game's had everything, hasn't it? Goals, saves, disallowed goals for reasons we're still not 100% sure about.
As Trotter, I believe he straight into a teammate, but throwing for Orange County. Diego Restrepo, a player that saw a few goals fly past him a year ago. As here comes Aiden Quinn into the penalty area, slid towards Michael Seaton, and another corner presented by Shell Fuel Rewards. And now Orange County, after being a bit sluggish in terms of getting going in the attack, they've really seem like they're in the mood at the moment.
Yep, it's all going with them, all the energy's with them and the positivity. Just wonder if Aiden Quinn couldn't have played that ball a little bit quicker a moment ago to Seaton before the tackle came in, but nonetheless, another set piece, another opportunity for OC.
And Quinn to deliver on the back post. The whistle came in early. Shove from Walker Hume. And the goalkeeper will get it started early with Callum Malice. There's a substitute Turpak. First time leave there from Malice. And now Turpak trying to catch the Orange County line, who held well as Troncoso was off.
Cervantes coming out anyway and getting to the ball first. Good goalkeeping.
Nice idea there from Forrester, taken well by Seaton on this right-hand side. Van Wolfgang. With Forrester now a bit withdrawn and Quinn given license to go forward. Lofted in towards Seaton. Cut out only as far as Liam Trotter. In the week, the championship playoffs in England in the news. She was looking through some of Liam Trotter's best work. Scored a 35-yard wonder strike on the volley for Bolton Wanderers when they were in the playoffs 5 years ago.
But he hopes he can reproduce that here tonight, because they need to win, Orange County. A point's not really ideal for a home match, coming off a US Open Cup defeat and sitting in 12th position. They need the 3 points. And they certainly look hungry for it, but the goal is what's crucial. There is Liam Trotter just trying a little bit too hard, perhaps.
With the tackle in. With AFC Wimbledon in England before coming over. 30 years of age, already with 2 assists. The USL Championship side. It's quite a strong coming together between Alston and DeMar Phillips. Referee allowing play to continue.
Something Orange County and Braden Cloutier will probably be happy with is the fact that they've scored against one of the best defenses in the USL Championship. Only conceded 7 in 9 games. Have Austin Bold, and OC have knocked in 2 this evening. So scoring against a mean defense is always a good sign.
Diego Restrepo would not like the sight of the black and orange of Orange County. A year ago, in goal for San Antonio, conceded 6 times in 2 matches to the Southern California club. Now it's 8 in his last 3. Goes over the top towards Van Wolfgang, but Mark Phillips doing very well to deal, but forced to concede the throw-in.
And yet for Restrepo, a good save from the corner. It could have been even worse. And he's come for a couple of crosses, and I don't think you can really blame him too much for the goals at this stage.
Beaten at his near post in the opening goal. It's a bit harsh.
It's a little bit harsh.
Given the way that Jones took it out of seemingly nothing.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Alston lofting in, nearly winning there, Leonardo. And cleared. Now Andre Lima trying to use his big frame to hold the ball up. And you see the frustration there from Forrester at the award of a free kick.
Lots of appealing going on, and who me ref, but it's been given. Get on with the game.
Join us on Saturday, June 1st, when Rio Grande Valley come to take on Orange County. Help us support the United Way of Orange County by purchasing a ticket using the code UNITED at orangecountysoccer.com/promotions. Code UNITED. Free kick for Austin. be Callum Malice, who's had some great opportunities. So free kick, the rebound that Troncoso scored. A bit of skill there from Phillips, continuing on his way. The tussle of Van Wolfgang, cut out on the cross there by Alston. Ball's over the top towards Michael Seaton, who can try and track it out of the air as a runner with him. Does well to get his body in the way, but couldn't play the ball from the ground, and Amobi Akugo winning it back. Long to Troncoso. Down the line, McFarland charging on. Lovely first touch, and again McFarland. The cross is delivered, but only Hume is going to win that header, and cleared by Jones. Baez and Akugo. Amobi Akugo, nearly 150 MLS appearances for Philadelphia, Orlando, Sporting Kansas City, among others, as the strike came in, but first a foul whistled against Andre Lima.
It's a bit better from the Austin Bold perspective, and their fans will be grateful just to see their team on the attack after a good, I would say, 10 minutes or more of Orange County pressure that resulted in the equalizer and a couple of saves from Restrepo. So Austin Bold getting themselves back in this match. This is perfectly sort of suited for the neutral here. 2-2, just under half an hour to go. Both teams capable of scoring goals. Anything can happen in this game.
Nodded down there by McFarland, who did well. At the moment, these opening nearly 20 minutes of the second half have gone. Who would you fancy at the moment, Gary?
Oh, it's very much in OC's favor. They've been controlling the second half. They've got the equalizer. And if they were worried about pressure on Cervantes, well, the best way to avoid that pressure is to attack. And that's what they seem to have done. They've dominated, but they need to get the winner. 1 point, not enough at home, not enough when you're sitting in 12th place and you topped the conference last season. So they're not going to be happy to sit on this 2-2. Which means they're going to be pushing for the rest of this match, which will make it for an exciting finish.
And somehow in the live table, it remains as tight as we entered the day. Orange County being 13th, but only 1 point off of Austin Bold, who currently sit 8th in the final playoff place. 1 point separating 13 and 8. As now here's Darwin Jones, using his feet well to deceive the defender, Quinn. And Owusu Ansah's first time cross is towards that back post. Not the best work there from DeMar Phillips, but has another go at it. And that time boots it away for the throw.
Good pressure from OC, the ball into the box. Not that great, just a big hoof, but it's the pressure around the box that has been impressive from the home side.
Lima has advantage awarded. Malice over the top, trying to find the run of Turpak, who takes it out of the air first time. And Cervantes, not too troubled, manages to get a right hand to it.
That's a good shot from Turpak. That came from almost nothing. Long ball up in the air, and it drops. And before anyone can do anything, he's had a strike, a goal. Cervantes sees it nice and clearly and gets his hands behind it. But that was a quick effort on goal. And again, I think the story for Austin Bold has been shoot whenever you can, put the young goalkeeper under pressure, and see if you can get any joy from that.
And at times makes me wonder if that should almost always be the tactic. Test the goalkeeper, make him work. It was well struck there from Chris Turpak.
It was. And that normally is whenever you play against a young keeper. We hope there's nothing serious here, a bit of an ankle tap. Whenever you play against a young keeper or a goalkeeper who gets injured in a match, straight away, you aim for him. You test out if he's got an injury, if he's hobbling. It sounds nasty, but that's just the way the game is played. Same way as if a player is hobbling, you'll target him and attack down his side. A bit of a late bit of contact there.
Kick there from Owusu Ansah on Jorge Troncoso, which sends him to the sideline to receive treatment.
He's fine. He's a goal scorer already in this match. He's probably dreaming of a second and a winner.
Now a free kick to be taken by Amobi Okugo. Let's just leave it short here with Xavier Baez. Taylor. And Phillips. Austin Bold. Very well to get 2 goals away from home. Now need another if they want to win this match. Their defense has been rock solid enough to win with 2 goals scored. Not tonight. For Orange County, bit of a step back in terms of their defensive records. Now chance on here for Austin Bold. Cervantes staying rooted to his line and Hume having to boot away under the threat of McFarlane. Corner for Austin Bold.
A little bit of a bump in the back there for Sarah Mouton. Just getting up a little bit slowly, the Russian. Just to play for Dynamo Moscow, so very, very good pedigree. But you're right, it's a set piece. Set pieces, if they're well delivered, there's always a chance of a goal.
And it's Phillips to deliver. The header coming in! And it was always going wide, but Alston there to deal with it anyway.
It's a good header as well. There's lots of force, but unfortunately not on goal. Let's have a look at it again. Good ball in from Tamar Phillips. Header thumped, but off target slightly and eventually cleared.
I believe it was Taylor who won in the air, the center back. Great work there. Austin on the corner. We'll get it decisive. Owusu Ansah and Lima with a bit of joint shoving. As Okugo sprays it out to Damar Phillips. He's trying to fashion an opportunity to give them that decisive goal as Turpak was offside. Austin, a club who've certainly been in the headlines, of course, in a city where Major League Soccer will be arriving in a few years' time. Competing for the interest of the soccer fan. We're linked last year potentially in the Usain Bolt sweepstakes. You recall when the Olympic sprinter was thinking about playing soccer, did eventually in the Australian A-League.
Yeah.
But Austin was linked with that.
It's one thing being very quick, it's a different thing being very quick with the ball at your feet.
Yes, indeed.
As I think he found out, Usain Bolt.
Quinn doing well to get turned. Quinn. Michael Seaton finding himself in some space. One for Forrester wasn't on, so he left it for Trotter. Sprayed out to Alston. Trotter. Good run of possession here for Orange County. Good sliding tackle in there from Forrester to maintain the ball. And Van Wolfgang wanted that earlier. Forrester eventually does give it to him. Alston flicking on towards Seaton. Headed away by Taylor.
Sarah Mouton's still down there on the pitch. He's been lying down there for the last minute or so since he got tackled. Now the referee's going to bring someone over to have a look at him. The Russian took a big hit.
Certainly hope it wasn't a head injury, because if it is, then that play should have been stopped sooner.
I don't think it was. I think it was around the ankle somewhere as he tackled for the ball. We'll soon see where the medics focus on. Well, he's getting up. The youngest player in the team at 24 years of age. Some of the teams in the USL Championship, they'll make you the oldest player in the team.
Yes, indeed. Some of the sides with 2 in their name are linked with MLS clubs.
Have a look at this here. They collide and goes over very heavily, sort of twists his ankle or thumps his ankle. But good to see him up and about. So 20 minutes to go. It's a question of who wants it most, and I would suggest Orange County at home are desperate for the points and desperate to get over the US Open Cup exit. And a win at home would be the best way to do that.
Every team just seeing the opportunities at the moment. With such a congested table in the Western Conference, I was mentioning earlier how 1 point separates 8 and 13. Well, 6 points in the live table separates San Antonio in 16th and Portland Timbers 2 in 2nd.
Wow.
And this is not early days. We're about a third of the way through the season as Cervantes does well to come off his line. Supposed to show how tightly bunched USL can be. As Forrester yanked down in the center of the park.
I think that should have been a yellow card. He's asking for one, and you can't just pull players back like that, but not given.
Forrester trying to return for Van Wolfgang, but left a bit too much of it there for the keeper.
And as he has been, Restrepo quick to read the danger, quick to come out and deal with it, and quick to start the counter-attack.
Malice from the run of Troncoso, who went down. Manager appealing. Orange County group tickets are a great way to enjoy an evening of soccer with your community. Save up to 50% off single game prices when you schedule a group of 10 or more. Ask about game experiences and group leader incentives. Contact us at orangecountysoccer.com.
Anything as I'm looking at the Austin Bowl players, we talked about all their experience and how 6 of them are over 30 years of age. Well, in the last sort of 20 minutes of the game, does that mean that they're a little bit less energy in their legs and a little bit tired or not? I'm going to find out. But certainly it does seem that the second half has been very much Orange County's half, and they've dominated, they have more energy, they're attacking more often.
As the tackle from 1-17 onto another. McFarland on Darwin Jones gives Orange County a free kick. You do wonder as well, with the Open Cup being played in midweek, Orange County went 120 minutes and penalties. Austin Bold with a bit more of a comfortable 2-0 victory. Well, that comes into play as well.
Good point. Extra 30 minutes and penalties will take it out on your legs.
As Aiden Quinn is over the free kick. And that's a bit too much there for Restrepo, and actually a bit too much for everyone. Sailing out of play, and a goal kick.
He's normally better than that, Aiden Quinn. He's got such a lovely delivery of the ball. He normally gets it spot on target. I guess everyone's entitled to the odd off pass.
This, of course, the first ever meeting between the two sides. Austin Bold, new into the league. The first fixture coming in July on the 13th at the Circuit of the Americas, the Austin Bold Stadium. As ball is over the top there towards Van Wolfgang. Interesting how their stadium was built so quickly. It is a modular stadium. It is shipped in pieces. They put the pieces together, 5,000 seats. And play on the ground of a Formula One track.
Not while there's racing going on, I assume.
I hope not. I hope not.
They're a bit noisy.
As Alston lofts into the area. Header on the near post actually aided Orange County there from Chris Turpak, but cleared. So we do have a change being prepared for Austin Bold. Get official confirmation of it in a second. Brady Coutier really looked to his bench, as it does seem like Vinicius is getting stripped. Darwin Jones losing out, but trying to win the ball back off of McFarland. Referee just allowing play to continue, throwing Orange County.
I think if number 2, Troncoso, comes off, he took a whack a few minutes ago, and that might be one of the reasons he's coming off.
And it is indeed Jorge Troncoso. Score of the opening goal. It's a change brought to you by Big Ones Inc. And it is Troncoso who comes off for Clayton Adams, who joins from National Premier Soccer League with Georgia Revolution. Former teammate of Promise Isaac is also on the bench for Austin Bold on the night. Van Wolfgang, who we've been told will be the latest player to come off for the aforementioned Vinicius. Not to be mistaken with the winger for Real Madrid.
I'm not so sure Orange County could afford the one at Real Madrid.
As Owusu Ansah taken off it there The tackle from McFarland. Those two have had a bit of an interchange here in the second half.
I think he just followed through and caught him in the stomach there, and that's just winded him for the moment. Don't think there's anything too sinister in that. Usu Kanto just trying to recover himself.
And there is the change. Van Wolfgang off and Vinicius on. Developed in the lower leagues in Brazil, now at 21 years of age. Playing in USL Championship with Orange County. Comes on for a 6th substitute appearance of the year in the league.
I'm sure his manager said to him, please get me the winner.
As the ball is delivered, it's a free header, and Michael Seaton has it glance off his forehead and wide.
It's happened again for Michael Seaton. He times it perfectly, he jumps perfectly, he's in the right place at the right time, but doesn't finish it off, and that's his best chance in this game, and that's why his manager gets frustrated, because you have got to bury that. That should be Orange County 3, Austin Bold 2, and it's only the finishing. Everything else is right. He's in the right place, the right timing. That's a straightforward finish.
Gary, you and I have been doing games for quite a while. I don't think I've ever heard you gasp like that for the ability of the availability of the chance. And Michael Seaton failed to put away there.
Well, I want him to score. He's such a good player, and he's not getting the numbers he should do. And a 2-2 with 12, 13 minutes to go. He bangs that in the back of the net. He's the hero. You would think they're going to win 3-2. It's all set there for him, and he misses the target. Come on, Michael Seaton.
Malice over the free kick. Not a ton of loft on it, but it comes here to Turpak, who strikes. It was always a bit wayward, but dangerous volley. As here's the final change for Austin Bold. Andre Lima. So we're seeing both goal scorers now coming off for Austin. And the aforementioned Promise Isaac, the 31-year-old Nigerian, will come on. Mention experience. The Olympic silver medalist with Nigeria in 2008. And over 270 appearances in the Turkish Super League. Coming on as a sub for the first time this year, started 7 times. Come on for Andre Lima.
Andre Lima, 34 years of age. He's had a good shift, but he's probably gasping for air at this stage. So happy to come off, having done well, having caused all sorts of problems. Having had a goal disallowed, which he's probably still wondering why.
Which he atoned for with the second.
Yeah, we'll let him off.
It's nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with the decision of the referee, which we were told was offside, but second viewing didn't look it. As now opportunity now for Jones across the penalty area. Well cut out there by Xavier Baez. And come here for Liam Trotter. Kevin Alston. Tackle coming in there from Callum Malice, who's played very well tonight for Austin Bold. Austin trying to play through towards Aidan Quinn, who has certainly been given license to go further forward. Interesting to see the shape for Orange County with the introduction of Vinicius, who's played at times as center forward. As the ball is delivered in, and Restrepo is always going to catch.
Yeah, that's too easy for the goalkeeper. That's right in his 6-yard box. He's always going to come and get that every single time. I just wonder if Austin Bold have settled on the draw at this stage, because they're not offering that much in attack. Well, either that or Orange County are just outplaying them in the second half, because they really have dominated at home. Look at the white shirts. They're all getting into their own half virtually, all behind the ball. They don't really want to do the high press they did in the first half.
Hume for Forrester. Dink down the line. Usu Ansah trying to play it towards Seaton, who is making more of a back post run. Off by Baez, who gives it straight back to the Orange County left back. Orange County doing well to play under pressure. Alston. Jones. Lofted towards Usu Ansah, who's in plenty of space, but McFarland doing well to cut off the angle of the ball. 9 minutes to play.
9 very important minutes for Orange County. They really do need these extra points. A draw, 1 point's not enough for them. just in terms of confidence after a US Open Cup defeat, just get the 3 points in the bag against a good Austin Bold side, and suddenly the rest of your season starts to look a lot better.
Heavy sliding tackle coming in there from Trotter. That should have been clean. Hume. Aiden Quinn. Lovely touch. Right at the second is now Vinicius trying to apply the pressure. And coming together with the Austin goalkeeper.
He's done well, Restrepo. He really has made a couple of crucial saves in this match. He's also come for a whole bunch of crosses and taken them in the air really superbly well. So I think, assuming that the score remains as it is, he'll finish this game quite happy with his performance.
Trotter trying to send Orange County player on his way. You see the pressing on there for Aiden Quinn going all the way to the Austin goalkeeper. Gets it clear. Forrester perhaps the shove to win the ball, but it's played over the top now. The substitute, Adams, into the penalty area. Clayton Adams just snatched at it, and it goes high and wide. On the near side, Owusu Ansah going down after chasing Adams.
Wow, what a chance this is. Yeah, Cantor's down, but what a chance for Clayton Adams to give in his side the potential of an away win. He's through, he's clear, he's got the pace, he's headed it. He's just got to get it on target there from 12, 13 yards out. So I won't say it's a bad miss because it wasn't easy, but I think his teammates will look at him and say, could you not have tucked that one away? Just stick it in the far corner and we leave with all 3 points.
Especially given the motif of the evening has been put it on target at the young Orange County goalkeeper Cervantes. Austin themselves trying to press. Win the ball back. Life difficult for Orange County. Quinn just forced to play it long and well won there by McFarland. They'll try to put this Orange County backline under pressure. Charging forward Baez. Slide in Sean McFarland. Racing over to cut it out. Vinicius, now McFarland coming together with 2 players, and the referee just allowing play on.
That looked like a foul to me.
But, shoulders coming together there.
Maybe there were so many the referee couldn't figure out what happened, but I think Austin Bold will feel a little bit hard done by. They didn't get the free kick. Nonetheless, much better for the visitors. They've shown a little bit of promise up there up front. Clayton Adams with a great chance to at least force Cervantes into some sort of save, and maybe even have scored. This match not over yet. 5 minutes or so left.
As Joe Miko is being prepared to come on, and it will be Owusu Ansah who will come off. So it's an injury force change for Braden Cloutier. As Owusu Ansah limps back to the bench. Didn't look as bad as initially feared, but still enough for him to come off. And it's Joe Amico in his 2nd season with the club. See a bit of rain in the area. Xavier Baez, Mexican, playing over the top towards McFarland, who's certainly ventured forward more than a few times tonight. And a free kick for Orange County. Former U.S. Virgin Islands manager Marcelo Serrano, now in charge of Austin Bold. Frustrated with that decision.
Yeah, because Sean McFarland tried so hard not to give away the foul. He sort of tiptoed around, and the referees are very quick. If any defender goes down, they're very quick just to give the free kick. Sometimes it's not always warranted.
Amico. Well up there by Quinn. Forrester lofting over the top towards Jones, who can try and win in the air, but it's still won by Phillips. Shoving the back there from Alston. It was a bit too aggressive there from the Orange County right back, and a free kick for Austin Bold.
Yeah, players getting frustrated at this stage of the game. Everything hangs in the balance here. Just one mistake or one good moment and you can walk away with all 3 points. So both teams a little bit on edge. I'm just thinking back again to Michael Seaton's header 5 or 10 minutes ago. What an opportunity. to have put Orange County 3-2 ahead at a crucial time in the game, and I'm sure he'll be, if it stays 2-2, he's going to look back at that moment as a vital, vital moment.
This ball is played over the top there. Header there from Alston and a free kick for Orange County, which allows us to tell you that Championship Soccer Stadium is a great place to catch live pro soccer in the OC. Pick up a family ticket pack for as little as $40 for 4 tickets, plus parking is free at the OC Great Park. Purchase tickets at orangecountysoccer.com/promotions. Cube. Left for Leonardo. Final change being prepared for Orange County is Giovanni Ramos-Godoy. Come on. It's given there to DeMar Phillips. Chested down well there by Seaton. Appeals for handball. Given away there by Forrester. He does very well to strongly win the ball back. And left for him as well by Amico. Boutier waving his men on. It's towards Quinn, who can chest down to the air. Appeals for handball. Not given. And a bit too much off the chest of Aiden Quinn, who probably could have created an opportunity for himself.
And you can see how frustrated Harry Forrester was. It was a great ball in, and Aiden, if he could just have brought it down, maybe not with his chest, perhaps with his thigh, could have been the winning goal, but not to be.
There is the confirmation of the change. Ramos-Godoy will come on for Darwin Jones, who scored the opening goal at the near post for Orange County.
Good goal it was as well. Can Godoy do it in the final moments of this game?
2 minutes plus stoppage time.
I just wonder if Austin Bold have been happy with his draw for the last 15-20 minutes or more. They just seem quite comfortable with the game. Yes, they've still tried occasionally to attack, but nowhere near with the same vigor they did in the first half.
See them stay in the playoff places with 15 points in their first 10 matches as a club. Game in hand on the few of the teams above them as well.
They'll double their tally away from home. They've only got the 1 point, haven't they, from 4? So now they have 2.
They've already doubled their goals tally. Only 1 goal coming in. It's just launched clear. Well, I guess it would make it triple their goals tally if they are now on to 3, starting from 1.
Double their points, triple the goals. So they might look back at that free kick, and we said at the time, if this game ends as a draw or a loss for Austin Bold, they're going to go back to that free kick and say, why was it the goal disallowed?
Trying to break the lines. Taking ball there by Vinicius, the Brazilian. Sliding it out wide. Ramos-Godoy. I think there was an opportunity to break there for Orange County. Instead, it comes back to Alston, who goes down. Referee says shoulder to shoulder, and we play on. Malice. And substitute Adams. The tackle in there from Quinn. Throw in Austin. And now the 4th official with the decision to make on stoppage time.
And mind you, now we mentioned Seaton's header. I've got to also come to Clayton Adams' chance a few minutes ago and say both teams have had chances to win this match in the last 15-20 minutes. Neither opportunity has as yet been taken. So I guess both sides will look back if they end up drawing and say, well, we could have, we should have, we might have.
Could there be a stoppage time decisive goal? Quinn certainly trying to create it. Still putting in a shift in the 91st minute. As is McFarland with a crunching tackle. That's totally fair, you'd have to say.
And now he's going down as if he's been hit somehow. McFarland, not quite sure how that happened. Braden Cloutier is not happy with the tackle. He feels it was too robust. Let's have a look again. It's a fair tackle when you win the ball. Did he follow through on the player? Oh, there's also a boot. As he goes down, there's a boot in the face of Sean McFarland. Obviously not meant at all. It was just one of those things that happens, especially if you tackle someone that hard.
And he's taken out, his feet are taken out. Oh, he's liable to go any direction, as we are in the minimum of 4 minutes.
Have a look here as he hits him. Oh, you can't see it from that angle, but his boot just goes into the face of McFarlane.
And you can tell it wasn't initial, but I think it's not even so much a matter of pain, so much as I believe he's bleeding. So the trainer is sorting out. Almost looks like a boxing trainer right now.
Well, if they did, it would be hard to separate these two teams in boxing terms.
Yes.
2-2, both had chances.
What would your scorecard be?
Pretty even, I would say. Probably Orange County in the second half, just shading it. Been more positive. They've pushed very hard. You could look at the disallowed goal and say that's in Austin Bold's favor. That may be, again, we don't know why it was disallowed, but yep, very, very close. Hard to separate them. And if it remains a draw, I think Austin Bold will be the happier of the two. Away from home, good point.
He'd probably score the round with the disallowed free kick goal 10-8. This ball is lofted in. Again, Hume trying to win with his height. Now Forrester getting on the pace. See both Forrester and Quinn really putting in a shift to try and win the ball. It's going to be a free kick for Orange County. They try to take it quickly. Callum Malice is furious with the award of a free kick against Clayton Adams. But it does allow Orange County to get numbers forward and play a ball into the penalty area.
One last chances there, just over a minute left. Come on, Michael Seaton, I've been rooting for you.
Will it come to him on this free kick from Quinn? Again, Hume getting something on it, trying to go for the overhead kick, Seaton. And he's going to get yellow for it.
Oh, he tried, maybe he tried too hard, Michael Seaton. Maybe it wasn't the right one for the overhead kick, but no malice in that. He was just really trying to get on the end of that. And good defending from Austin Bold. Brave defending as well. Ooh, that could have been dangerous.
Could have been.
I don't think he followed through with it. I think he got to the point of contact and pulled his foot out of it. But you're right, it could have been, if he'd have made full contact with somebody's head in that box. So, 2-2, efforts, chances, saves. And I think wonderful entertainment for everybody.
You wonder with the treatment of Sean McFarlane if we'll have a little bit of added on time to added on time. Header there from Leonardo. Austin technical area remonstrating for a foul as the ball goes off of Seaton. Last will be a throw in for Austin.
I'm not so sure it did go off Seaton. I thought it went off the Austin Bold player, but referee not giving it, and now the players are arguing and the manager's getting involved.
I'm sure he has a word for Harry Forrester as well. And McFarlane taking his time over the throw-in. Now, fourth official has certainly been busy tonight, having to get things separated. One of the more animated fourth officials I've seen. Better one there by Vinicius, and McFarlane puts his laces through it to no one in particular.
I think his left foot just slipped as he was trying to boot that towards goal. Don't think there's much time left. If there is, it's going to be a long kick all the way forward. That's the way to go. It's the last chance of the match, I would think.
That's what Leonardo is going to do. Header one, though, by Okugo. Turpak had 5. You wonder how much more the referee will allow.
Got to go route one. You can't play football at the back when the seconds are ticking away.
Now Turpak trying to shove Forrester off, who does get it forward. Quinn with a back heel. Seaton, anywhere will do for Phillips. One by Malice. Down an extra 90 seconds, and that will do it. Orange County twice coming back from a goal down, but might be disappointed to only get a goal. Austin will certainly have complaints about a disallowed goal, but it's a second ever away point for Austin Bold that finishes Orange County 2, Austin Bold 2.
Yep, honors even, opportunities even. Very difficult to separate these two teams. It ends with lots of handshakes all round. Aidan Quinn, man of the match. What a wonderful left foot he's gotten. He certainly kept his team going there with all those free kicks and corners.
And gets the equalizer as well. It allows us to finish 2-2. It's presented by Body Armor Super Drink. Aidan Quinn is our man of the match. after a tremendous game between Orange County and Austin Bold. 3 goals in 5 minutes in the first half. Second half equalizer for Aiden Quinn. It finishes Orange County 2, Austin Bold 2.
As OCSC takes on Portland Timbers 2 at 5.
You give them an inch, they will take a mile. Just like that. Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday.
Try New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
Orange County 2, Austin Bold 2 at full time. Chris Whittingham, Gary Bailey wrapping things up after a tremendous game that really came to a boiling point in the latter half of the first half. Is going to bring you our full-time highlights. They're presented by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up. And Gary, plenty to get to, plenty of chances, and 4 goals in the match.
Yep, good goals and good opportunities. Here's a shot from Callum Mallis. Cervantes can't quite hold it, and it's Jorge Trancoso who follows that one up.
And then here would be the opening goal for Orange County. Darwin Jones to the near post and the ball in from Van Wolfgang.
It's a great finish to the tight near post, but then 50 seconds later, what are you doing, Orange County? And it's Andre Lima gets a bit of Leonardo, knocks it past the keeper, and they're 2-1 up.
And then here would be Aaron Cervantes coming off his line, doing well to claim on the opportunity. And then Mallis nearly scoring himself, and also Troncoso again on the back post. Aiden Quinn with the delivery.
Good
catching
take.
practice for Restrepo.
Yeah, good take from the goalkeeper there. His timing's absolutely perfectly. Header back. This is Aiden Quinn. Perfect reading of a situation. The header back from Van Wolfgang. Perfect header. Aiden Quinn times his run perfectly. And they're level at 2-2.
And then the remaining would-be chances. Near post header there from Forrester. Incredibly saved by Restrepo. Here would be the strike from Turpak. Well dealt with by Cervantes on the corner. A great header as well there from Taylor. And then Turpak again with the volley going wide. And that takes us to our full-time highlights presented by Pro Sport. More shots in the end from Austin, possession favoring Orange County, who you thought had the better of the second half.
Yes, they had the better of the second half. Probably Austin Bold shading the first half. So at the end of the day, honours even. I think Michael Seaton had a chance to win it towards the end, so did Clayton and Adams. So both teams will walk away and say, we could have won it. Both teams will probably say, you know what, we'll take the draw.
As we're going to bring you our save of the game, it's brought to you by CISO Share, moving security programs forward. And here's the effort from Aaron Cervantes on the long-range chip from Callum Mallis.
Yeah, the keeper gets his body behind it, doesn't quite hold it, but gets up very quickly to grab the loose ball, stops it going for a corner. And when you're 17 years of age, you're playing at this level, it's a great effort just to be able to turn up and produce decent saves, and he's going to become a really good goalkeeper. He's going to learn from these sort of games and improve very rapidly, all the young man in goals.
As we see the Western Conference standings presented by Adidas. Austin Bold with the point, hanging on to 8th place, but Orange County out of the top 10. But of course, it remains jam-packed in the West. Orange County still just 1 point off of Austin Bold for the final playoff spot in the West. Plenty to decide over the course of the summer. But tonight, Orange County SC trying to recover from midweek defeat in the Open Cup, at least manage a home point. But Austin Bold were fierce opposition. They get their second ever away point as a club. It finishes 2-2 on the night. For a terrific USL crew and my broadcast partner, Gary Bailey, my name is Chris Whittingham, signing off from a tremendous game of football at the Championship Soccer Stadium. It finishes Orange County 2, Austin Bowl 2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.